Our political traditions have developed differently since then. Speeches in the chamber are more substantive, with less verbal fireworks. The opposition is generally more restrained in its style of questioning. Sometimes their questions sound like questions which could have been asked by PAP backbenchers. And no doubt it helps that they know if they take a more strident tone, the ministers are on top of their briefs and will be more than capable of taking them on. But that does not stop them from trying their hand and their luck from time to time, and Mr. Loh Tia Tiang was particularly skilled at this. I listened carefully to Mr. Pritam Singh on Monday describing how he intends to perform the role of leader of the opposition. I applaud his tone and his approach. The government benches will do our part to work with him to keep Parliament a constructive forum for debate. I believe that it's good to have an adequate number of opposition MPs in Parliament. It keeps the government on its toes. It shows the public that the government has nothing to hide and will answer all questions, however awkward. And that is why we increased the minimum number of elected opposition MPs in Parliament to 12, and why in this Parliament we have 2 NC MPs from the Progress Singapore Party to top up the 10 from the Workers' Party. But that does not mean that the more opposition MPs and the more fiery the debate in Parliament is, the better, or that the tone of our political debate cannot change for the worse. The adversarial dynamic that is inherent in the parliamentary system can go wrong. We all hope that diversity will make 100 flowers bloom. But how do we prevent diversity from producing polarization? How do we make sure that disagreement does not result in paralysis? It has happened in so many other countries. Politics permeates every issue. Every subject becomes partisan. Even public health issues, whether to wear a mask or not, becomes a partisan issue. If you wear a mask, you're a Democrat. If you don't wear a mask, you're a Republican. This is my side, that's yours. There's no middle ground, only sides to take. There are no truths or facts, only different versions of reality. Facts and equal standing, alternative facts. Politics becomes toxic and bitter. The country is divided and goes into a downward spiral. If this happens to Singapore, we will not just cease being an exceptional nation, it will be the end of us. We must not go down this path. At the most fundamental level, to make our politics work, both the government and opposition must share an overriding objective: to work for Singapore and not just for our party or our supporters. Our debate must be based on principles and facts and guided by shared ideals and goals. MPs must speak up for what they sincerely believe in. You are elected not just to repeat what you have heard others say, but to think on behalf of others and to make arguments which make sense, which will benefit the interests of the people you are representing, of the voters who elected you. But to think for yourself and not just to be a mouthpiece. We must be in politics in order to protect Singapore's security, grow our economy, and secure our future.